Marquette Golden Eagles. We'll have coach with Natisha Hiedeman and Danielle King. Couple of notes about Marquette before we get started. Third consecutive semifinal berth coming up for Marquette by virtue of their 88-57 win over St. John's. That was their first meeting against the Red Storm in the Big East Tournament. For Hiedeman, her fifth double-double of the season. Her 14th game this year with 20 or more points. That leads the Big East. Also her third such game in the last four. For Alizea Blockton, fourth game in the last five with at least 10-plus points. For King, 9 points, 4 rebounds after missing the last game due to a short injury, so she's back and had a good game there. For Marquette, 7-3 in the Big East Tournament under coach Carolyn Kieger, and the team's 10 turnovers actually ties a program record for fewest turnovers in a Big East Tournament game for Marquette, and also the fewest turnovers for the team since 4 in the 91-55 win over Villanova back on January the 11th. And also, last note, the 31-point margin of victory, the largest for Marquette in the Big East Tournament. So we'll start it off as usual, opening statement from Coach, and then questions for the athletes first. So, Coach, an opening statement, please. Congrats on the win. Thank you.
I'm just extremely proud of our team tonight. I thought, or today, what time of the day it is, I thought they were extremely mature. This is the most we've been locked in defensively. I thought they followed the game plan pretty much to a T, and it really showed up on the defensive end, which got our offense rolling. The main thing we've been talking about all week is having energy and being tough. And after our response to them when we lost up at their place, I think we couldn't have asked for a better response from this entire team. But it didn't just start today. We had an amazing week of practice, and they've been really bought in, since the Providence game. And I can't say enough about their maturity, and that starts with our senior guards right here. And just extremely proud of them. And one game down.
All right, we'll do questions for the athletes first. Please raise your hand. We'll recognize you, and then you can ask your question. Right here on the left.
For either of you guys, how does it feel to be moving on to the semifinal game tomorrow?
We'll start with Natisha on that.
It just feels great. You know, we want to go as far as we can, and we know that this is going to prepare us for the upcoming games.
Danielle?
Yeah, we just been working all week for this, and we're hungry to get to the championship game, so we're taking it 200 feet at a time. It's like our culture, and one game at a time.
Right here in the front row.
For both of you guys, how much of a redemption is this? Last time you guys were here wasn't quite so pretty. Now you have a 31-point win.
We'll start with Danielle on that one first.
It just feels us like every loss we take it as a lesson, and we let it feel us for the next game and the next season. So we know we came up short last season, and we just staying hungry this time.
Natisha?
Yeah, we came into this tournament with a chip on our shoulder, especially what happened after last year. And we know that, you got to show up every game, and any team can win. And we know that if we bring our energy and intensity, that we're going to be playing at our best.
Again, here in the front row.
Was there also a bit of a chip on the shoulder after losing St. John's there?
Was that for both?
Yeah.
We'll start with Natisha.
Yeah, we don't like losing. And after that game, we just, looked at all our mistakes, and we learned from it. So you could tell that we learned from it, and it paid off.
Danielle?
Yeah, I agree with T. We don't like losing. We don't take it nicely. And we just fixed our mistakes and bought into the game plan.
We'll go to Brad, and then we'll go to the second row.
Brad, you said you pulled up that deep three the second half. Is that all-time confidence for you right there, just taking that shot?
Yeah. I just felt like I was open, so I just shot it, and I think it was the dagger. So.
Got time for one or two more. We got one in the second row here.
This one's for Danielle. How did you feel in today's game, obviously, after coming off an injury?
I felt great. I'm back to 100%, so nothing slowing me down, full speed.
Anything else for the athletes? We'll take last question here, front row.
Natisha, you really had it going. Did you kind of just feel like the shot was hot? Did you kind of see something in the defense? Kind of what led to that?
We just prepared for it all practice, being face guarded. A lot of players on our team being denied, and Coach had a great game plan going into it, and she fed us a lot of confidence, and we used it as fuel.
Great. Ladies, thank you very much. Katie will take you back to the locker room. We'll get reset here, and we'll take questions for Coach.
Spoken like a true veteran.
Dagger.
The Marquette contingent outside the room.
Yeah.
Any questions for Coach? Again, raise your hand first. Yeah, second row here.
You guys able to stop St.
Yeah. Well, I think it all had to do with our closeouts and our game against them at their place. I thought we weren't paying attention to personnel. We were running out to penetrators. We weren't high and tight on the shooters. And we talked a lot about that this week. And we had, locked-in mentality last night from the moment we found out who we were playing. And I think our girls were just such at a different level of focus. And I'm just really proud of that because the last, 4 games, it hasn't really been like that. So you can tell that they've learned lessons. You can tell all the film sessions are paying off.
Yeah, follow up.
How has playing with that underdog mentality helped you guys get to where you're at so far this season?
Yeah. Well, I think for us, we play better when we have a chip on our shoulder, as they say, or when we play like we have something to prove. And that's been their MO for their whole entire career here. So no matter what our ranking is, no matter where we've come as a program, we still have to play like that. And we still got to come out every night with a no doubt, a no mercy mentality. And I think they're really catching on to that. And we talk about it every single day about how we're going in and we're going to play every possession as hard as we possibly can. And the score is always 0-0.
Right here in the front.
What do you think's led to Natisha's confidence to pull off as deep as she's been playing?
Well, I think she's always been a really confident shooter. I think where she's really elevated her game this year is she's taking smarter shots. She's taking better shots. She's penetrating a little bit more, which is opening up her three-pointer a little bit more because they have to, pay attention to her penetration as well as the three ball. So for her, I just think she's really confident right now, but it also stems from her teammates. When Alizé is playing the way that she did the second half, when Danny's penetrating and Amani, it just lets the pressure get off her a little bit so she can play free and she can have that green light that we've given her.
We'll do another one in the front row, and then we'll go second row.
And what about her rebounding, too? She double-double
Yeah.
before even first half was done.
Yeah, I've been saying it all year. When Natisha's locked in, I think she's an All-American candidate. She's playing at a really elite level. I think her biggest thing is consistency, and once she figures out that it's all based on energy, she's really hard to stop. And obviously I'm biased because she's on our team and she's our player, but I think she's really, one of the best guards out there.
Right here in the middle.
You're at 48 points in the paint. Can you talk a little bit about that mentality when you were down low and getting those? And not
Right.
having the ball?
So we missed 33 layups combined in our first 2 St. John's games, and we talked about that a lot, about being tough and make sure we're finishing, and we only had 6 threes combined in the 2 games. So we came in offensively, wanted to pack it inside and make sure we were getting points in the paint and finishing strong, but we also needed to stress the court and hit threes, which we ended up hitting 8 tonight. So I think, and even offensively, I think we really followed the game plan. It's been something we've been talking about for, 5 straight days right now.
I got time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions, if there are any. Nope. Coach, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Congrats.